Good morning everyone, and happy Thursday the 28th of October and the 28th day of horror month, as some would say. Today I wanted to show you a few more bits that we've got and demold some dice and unveil my new dice mould from the Druid Dice Shop. They are based in the States, so it took a wee while to get here, but we have it now, and we have just here you can see the new mould as well as a few other new moulds. Some of the dice that we've made recently I have now painted up, inked them. Couldn't decide again which colours to ink this in, so I went for multiple colours because, you know, why not. So it needs a little bit of a final clean up now that most of the ink has dried. I say most of the ink, all of it's dried. It's been sat there overnight, so that's now ready for clean up. And these gorgeous pretty dice, these ones here have the little teeny bats in them and little tiny glow in the dark bits buried in there as well. They look amazing when they glow. You can just see some just in there. See the little stars just in there, and they are so cute. And I inked them in like a metallic orange. It does kind of look a bit gold in this light, but it is a metallic orange, and they look gorgeous. So let's crack on. So before we hit the main event, the dice, let's take a quick look at these. They're like little voodoo dollies. These are from the Mouldy Tombstone. These guys, you can check them out. They're on Etsy and a number of other places. You can send them an email. They're on Instagram, they're on Facebook, they've got their own website too. Please feel free to give them a check out. They make some great moulds, and indeed they make some that I didn't even get around to using yet, so that's cool. But I decided to go for a little glow in the dark guys of these, and the great thing about the Mouldy Tombstone moulds is that you usually get two of them in each of their little things, so you can see the detail there on him. He's so cute. So we have a bit of metallic in there, sort of powder. I can't even remember which powder I put in, but we put some powder in there along with the glowing in the dark stuff. So once he's completely set, he's been in there all night, but once he's fully set, we'll ink him up a little bit just to define his features, give him a bit of a personality. Might go for black or might go for red, and with his little pin at the top here, I was thinking I might be able to use the jewellery drill through there, turn him into a little keyring. They're so cute. I do love these moulds though. They're very cute moulds. Look at that, they're so cute. But yes, Mouldy Tombstone, check them out. Then decided I needed a glow-in-the-dark sword with bats in it, because who doesn't need a glow-in-the-dark sword with bats in? So I wanted to make one, so I did, because I can. There we go. There's a few little overspill bits, but there. So we'll get that one sorted out for myself, because, you know, I am the maker of things, so therefore I get to keep whatever I want, really. We've seen these before. These are the little moulds that I used last time, so I made a little glow-in-the-dark kitty. I've had some fun with the one that I made for myself, just trying to get the bits off of around here because it overspill a little bit thick. So probably gonna try and clean this one up off camera, try and get rid of this bit here, because it gets a bit tricky once the resin is completely hard. These are nice because they're quite thin, and the idea is he just sits over the top of your book and tells you, hey, this is where you got to, and like a good little kitty. We also have other kitties, lots of kitties, we like kitties. These little kitties, bat cats, similar to the one that I made for myself, I think, but I think I made, oh yeah, I think I made this one as my bat cat, because one of my cats, she's a little black cat, she's my eldest, and when she when you're holding her, she tips her head upside down. She looks like a little bat because she's got little bat ears. So that's why I like bat cats, because they're cute. There we go. So we have bats and cats together, and I think that's a great combination. This also glows in the dark, as a bat cat bookmark should. I think that feels right. There is some swirly kind of mica in here as well that I put in just to give it a little bit of colour that wasn't just like glow colour, you know, because the glow colour when it's not glowing is just that. The same with these little dudes. You see he's got a little patch there. Thought it would just give them a little bit of like a, ooh, what's that going on type thing, you know. Especially when he glows, it means he won't be fully like, oh, glow in your face. We have some more earrings. Now I did these with the mica powders from, I forget where now. It's early. Probably Suppliers Are Us Studio, I should say, if I can actually get the name right today. They are great peoples, very, very good with what they offer and their shipping and all of that jazz. You should check them out too. Now these kind of look like they should glow in the dark, and part of me kind of wishes they did now, but I don't think I would wear these. They're probably a bit too big for me. And these are actually a swirly kind of green, sort of iridescent-y type mica. You can kind of see they are green in colour, honestly, and I thought they'd be quite nice for the December festivities that people celebrate. Somebody's mentioned that I could maybe make them into little Christmas tree decks. Now, I believe if you had a small enough tree, that would probably work quite nicely. You could probably get a little bit of some nice coloured thread or very thin ribbon through the top there, and I might give that a go because we do have a really small tree, and it is possible that whilst we're not doing much this year that we might put really small tree up. So when you put big tree up, cats tend to climb in it, you know, or make a cat nest in it or whatever, so it can get a bit irritating. This particular mould I've waited quite a long time for. I think it's been around the houses, and I'd love to tell you where I got it from, but I actually can't remember. It's been a long time, and I can't use my phone to check because I'm recording on my phone. So you can see here it is basically a little wee wolf and a moon with some cool kind of stuff going on, and there we go. The detail in it is very, very cute. It's very delicate looking. Now it's supposed to be like a pendant. Again, I did this in just one type of resin with mica. There's quite a lot of overspill on the back, which is going to be a bit of an issue, but I may be able to clean this up enough now. Initially I just made the first one for me, but I was actually thinking that that would make quite a nice little decoration. And again, wishing I'd made it with glow stuff, because why not? This actually is the same mica that's in the others. I just kind of made up a batch and was like, yeah, that would be cool. And I used a little bit of clear and then just kind of swirled it together, but you can't really see that now. Now the wolfie's out, but I can paint the wolfie, but there's so much detail in him. Look at that. I need to get better at using this mould, but there is a lot of detail in there. I will find where I got this from, and I will leave you a link in the description because it's very, very cute. There, look at him. He's so pretty. I do like this mould. Right, let's have a look at some dice, shall we? It's so weird how the lighting in here changes. I've just had to bring another lamp in and put it here because the light keeps changing and making the table look weird. Anyway, I'm trying to stay out of the lights up here because it makes lots of weird shapes. So we know what this mould is. This is our standard mould, and when I ordered my new mould, which is this one here from the Druid Die Shop, they sent me a nice little packet of some freebie stuff. So I thought, hey, you know, I'll include it in this one for some reason, and not the new one. I'd love to tell you why I did that instead of putting it in the new one, but I can't because I'm not sure. Just thought, yep, let's make these with this. So in here we have got I can't remember exactly, but there's like a yellowy glitter, goldy flakes of stuff. You can kind of see the glitter on this part here. There we go. And what else did I put? I think I just went for clear resin in the end, I believe. Let's get some of these out and see what we got. We might as well birth the entire lot at once again then, if it wants to do that. Fine. It seems a bit less time consuming. And for some reason they seem to come out easier when they all come out together. Maybe it's a community thing, dice community. They all like to be birthed at the same time. There we go. So, oh, these are pretty. They're a bit Christmas dice, I think. So there is some mica in here, which I dropped the tiniest little bits. Oh, okay, that's made a cool swirly. I dropped some in to like here, you can see, from the top of the mould. And then I poured some clear in afterwards to disperse it a bit, but not a huge amount, to see how that went. So actually, they look very, very gold on this camera, but they are really not that gold, I can assure you. They are very pretty though. Very Christmassy, I think. I wasn't really going for Christmassy. I'm not sure what I was going for. I was just like, yeah, that looks cool. And it does look cool. It looks very cool. They're so pretty. These are like angel dice or something, I think, maybe. Who knows? Like those. Do like those very much. Let's put the lid on around the right way. I found that storing this mould upside down, so the weight of the main part of the mould, seems to help keep it in a nicer shape than if I stored it the other way around for some reason. So yeah, there we go. So we've got those ones now. And chonky. Let's see. What did we do for the chonky? Can't remember. Clear, black. Oh yeah, black and blue. Can't remember why I went for black and blue. I think I just had those inks to hand and then realised that I was like, oh, I hadn't really prepared what I was going to actually put in this chonky boy. So grabbed what was available. And blue and black seemed to be it. Also, I had the black out for that set over there, which is swirly black and some of the same made up mica resin. Just to clarify, the mica powder that I put in is supposed to be like a pearlescent sort of shifting green. And I never know if it's going to work with what I've already put in, but it's always a bit of a surprise, and it seems to come out different each time, so it's always interesting to see what you get, because as I say, it comes out different, and depending on the different inks and the different other things that you use, it comes out different. So oh gosh, wow, that is cool. Oh wow, okay, I was not expecting that. This is cool. There you go, look. And proper lighting. Oh, it doesn't even pick, the camera just doesn't show off the detail properly. There's so where I put the blue in as well, it's doing a few, there you go, now you can see it. It's doing a few cool things with that, and then there's a tiny bit of mica in there that's just kind of swirled in the middle. Here we get our one dice face that's not shiny, which is fine because that seems to be the same with all of the others, and then we can just tidy that and clean that up. But there's, what the heck is going on here? It's like weird threads of black. So I did this one slightly differently. Usually what I do is I get the ink on a little cocktail stick and I just kind of get the tiniest drip and I just go beep and kind of swirl it in a little bit. But I actually put a full-on drop of black in now. I don't normally do that because that scares me a little bit, because obviously if you get patches where it's not mixed properly, it can make your dice sticky. And unset resin is not fun resin. But this is awesome. I can't be keeping 2 chonks. Can I? Maybe I can. Maybe I should keep this as an example to other chonks of how they should look. There. Oh, yeah. That could be... This is the learning chonk. This chonk will show all other chonks how beautiful they could really be. Yeah, I think that works. I think I can pull that off. This dice mould here is my Werpy dice mould. This one, this poor dice mould, as you can see, it's a little bit wrecked around the top, has been in the wars. It has been in the freezer twice. It's had unset resin in it twice. It's had its own problems, but look at what it can do. That's just stunning. I'm not sure if you're seeing exactly the same as what I'm seeing, but look at that. I really do like that. That's so pretty. Yep, keeping that one, I think. Oh, you know, because you need 2 chonks in case you have to roll with chonk advantage, right? Chonk advantage, that's a thing? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Let's get some of the stuff off the edge of here. Don't like having resin hanging down the sides. I know it happens, but it's really easy to hurt yourself on, believe it or not. And resin can, when it sets, is pretty darn sharp. So this here is the new mould. The new mould. This one is from the Druid Dice shop. They are on Etsy. You can check them out. This particular mould itself has extra dice in it, so it has your standard standard 7 set plus an extra D20 and a crystal D4. Now you know why I wanted it. So let's take a look. Now the key confused me to begin with because my brain wasn't in a great place yesterday, but here we have, oh no, 1 bubble. Okay, that's probably fixable. Even without the mould. I reckon that's fixable. So you can see here, this here, whoop, too close. Okay, so the type of font I went for was Gothic. So you can choose your dice font. And you see the key here, you have 3 cutouts up here. And then 1 at the other side. And my brain was like, wait, what? But there is actually, if you look at it sideways on, you can see the 3 cut out bits. It did confuse me to begin with, which is easily done, to be fair. Now, this particular dice mould here, this took a little while to arrive in the UK here. This is the very first unveiling dice berthing from this mould, and oh, very nice. Okay, we like minimal cleanup. Now this particular one comes in a long shape or this round shape, or I think they had other ones. They also, I believe, make masters and stuff for you if you like. So again, I would recommend checking them out on Etsy. Oh, look at this! This is cute. Okay, come on, lighting, sort yourself out. Focusing, there we go. What is going on in there? Okay, this is very, very cool. This is again some of the same mica. I figured, you know, whilst I'd got it out, I might as well use it up. And then some black ink, which is just, these are like proper Cthulhu ones, or Halloweeny Cthulhu dice. Now you can see the font here. Look at that font, it's so pretty. So pretty. This is the Gothic. There are other fonts that you can have on various different dice from them. They had about 4. I think there was like a classic and a more of a stylized sort of modern type one that you could have. So they're definitely worth taking a look at, I would say, especially if you're in the States, because, you know, the shipping's quicker. They also make, well, I say make, they also have a supply of Zona papers, which I'd had difficulty getting over here. I have since found some, but I ordered a set of papers from them at the same time, which came obviously with the dice molds in the same package. So that's cool, because The ones that I've got again a bit grotty. Now, one thing I don't know is how frequently do you change your Zona papers? How many dice do you sand with one set? And do you use them wet? Do you use them dry? I'd love to hear from other dice makers, artisans, professionals, novices, noobs like myself. If you are a dice maker or have made dice, how frequently do you change your Zona papers? And do you also sand first with like a 600, or do you just use the 600, or do you go up quite a bit, considerably, to, I don't know, like 1,000, 2,000, 7,000? Do you go all the way up and then go on to Zonas, or are you, how are you doing it? I'd love to hear from you. You can leave notes for me in the comments. This is cute. I love this D4. This is so cute. Look at it. That is lethal. If you actually took damage from that, that's a real D4 damage. And this font here, it's not very easy to see in this light, but there we go. Look at that. Nice and bold. Gonna be great looking when it's inked. Oh, those are beautiful. The shape of these dice are just, I mean, I know that's like a standard size die, standard shape dice, but look at this one. This is so cute. This is adorable. Really, really pleased with this mold so far. I mean, they're a bit more expensive than others. There's this like owl dice, I think it was owl dice molds that I looked at as well. They looked cool, and it was really kind of a toss up. And I had both kind of in my watch list, and then the Druid dice had a sale that kind of swung it for me, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a go, because if I can get these, oh gosh, oh, there we go. There's your 2 D20s out of the same mold, and they actually look quite different. One's got a lot more black in it than the other. So this is wicked, because this is a 9-piece set, and whilst I would be extremely tempted to keep it myself because it has that awesome D4, you can't keep a whole set just because it's got like one dice that you're like, oh, that's so cute. Or can you? No, you probably can't. I mean, eventually I'm gonna make myself a set, obviously. But right now, I think I'm gonna clean these up and get them ready for sale. These are real pretty. The light that's now catching the green in these is just so pretty. Weirdly, the amount of black, which I didn't put a lot in, I did with the cocktail stick, and I just put a really diddy like dot in pretty much, and we'll sort that D4 out later. A very, very small amount. Where the light's hitting it, there you go, look. You can see them now. They're so cute. And this black swirls. There's some really, really cool swirls going on. And I actually didn't do anything different, really, with the black, with the cocktail stick. Obviously, you blunt the cocktail stick because you don't want to mess up your mould. That would be seriously disastrous to do that. But you can see there all the little swirls. I say little swirls. That D20 over there's got quite a lot in. But there's some really cool swirlies going on in there. I love dice like this, but they always cause me such a huge problem when inking them. So not sure what I'm going to ink these in. Maybe metallic green. I don't know if that will show up. It might do. I might have to do a bit of a test on a bit that I have left over from the mould. But we will see how that pans out. We'll get these cleaned up soon, and I will get these listed on my Twitter page. Look at the little D4. Ready for sale, and hopefully we can get some money back for these towards what I spent on the dice mold, which I think actually I'm pretty happy with. So there we go. We have the large, gorgeous swirly chonk there, which unless someone offers me an extremely large amount of money for, I think I'm going to keep. Angel dice. sort of Christmassy looking, and then these babies, which are just divine dice. That's what they are. So anyway, I hope you've had a nice time, fun, or whatever it is that enjoyment that you get from watching me extract large chunks of resin from tiny holes in dice molds, berthing dice as I prefer to call it. I hope you enjoyed the video and the content, and if there's anything you wanted to ask me about, please feel free to down in the comments, and hopefully we'll have some new bits. We still have another mouldy tombstone mould which I haven't used yet, so we might crack on with that this week at some point, but Halloween is literally this weekend. But does Halloween ever really end? This is the question. And should it ever end? I think the answer is no. We're going to get this one cleaned up too, and hopefully we'll be able to take a look at how that pans out in the next video, if I remember. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything, and I'm going to leave you some links down in the comments, please feel free to subscribe, like, comment on the video, and don't forget, press the bell. That way you get notified when I upload new ramblings of me talking about dice and stuff, which we all love, as you know. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, have a great week, bye bye.